Hey traders, David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. In this video, we're talking about day trading. More specifically, we're talking about gap trading and how gap trading is by far the single most consistent and profitable day trading strategy you're going to find across the markets today. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 examples of morning gap trades from this morning, and we're going to go over them in detail. First, let's discuss exactly what gap trading is. As day traders, we need opportunity. We need stocks to be moving in the morning to create that opportunity. When stocks are gapping higher or lower at the open, that creates opportunity for traders. And the opportunity is for traders that can identify a specific price where these stocks will first be drawn to like a magnet and then have a price reaction from in the other direction. So in my course at LazyGapTrader.com, traders learn everything they need to know in order to trade the gaps successfully. What are the criteria that we use to identify which stocks are viable trades? How much volume do these stocks need to have? How much of a gap higher or lower do they have to have? How do you trade the stock when it comes into the specific price level that you learn how to calculate in the course at Lazy Gap Trader? Which brings me to the most important component in the course. Traders learn exactly how to identify and calculate the specific price levels where these stocks will be drawn to like a magnet and then have that price reaction from in the other direction. These are what we call high probability trades. All that and a whole lot more is discussed in the course at Lazy Gap Trader. So the other thing I do is give traders an opportunity to get my gap trade sent to them each and every morning at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 30 minutes before the opening bell even rings. Now here's a copy of the email that went out to traders this morning. As you can see, it arrived to the inbox at 9 a.m. and that's Eastern Standard Time. So this morning, we had 6 potential gap trades on the board. Now, if a stock does not come in to the specific price level that we calculate, we don't want the trade. It's off the table. It's off the board. We only want the highest probability trade setups we can find. That's what makes for successful traders. Out of this list, there were 3 opportunities this morning. The first one, Vuzi, gap lower, support levels are $9.58, $9.10, and $8.61. Stop and profit target is about 15 to 30 cents. Now this is a lower price stock, so you're not looking for 50, 60, 70 cents out of a stock like this. These are scalp trades that can turn into day trades, but we want to make sure that we get at least a portion of the trade off at the minimum profit target. We'll go over more of this one in detail. This is the one you saw on the screen earlier in the video. The second one that came into its price level and provided a trading opportunity today was Briggs Stratton, BGG. Gap lower, support levels are 24.54, 23.67, and 22.81. Stop and profit target is about 25 to 45 cents. Again, these are minimum profit targets, and the reason I give multiple price levels are these are separate and independent trades from one another. So for example, we may get a trade on Briggs Stratton at 24.54, get a positive result, put profit in our pocket, and later on in the session, the stock might come down lower, hit the 23.67, and produce another trading opportunity. So I give multiple opportunities on each and every stock each and every day. Now the third one we're going to talk about, it hit its price level, but it's a little bit unique and something I talk about specifically in the course was TAL, gap higher. Resistance levels are 32.54, 34.20, and the stop and profit target is about 30 to 55 cents. We're going to go over this one real quick as well. We're back on the chart of VUZI. The stock closed yesterday at $10.78. It was getting hit at the open, getting a nice haircut. We identified a price level of $9.58. And realize this, anybody that's taken my course is able to calculate and identify the same exact price levels that you saw in the email just a minute ago. The point there is anybody can do this once they learn the strategy. You can do this each and every day. So look what happened. Once the stock opened, it came down, hit the $9.58 level, went slightly below that, $9.45, well within the stop loss limitation, and then had a nice quick bounce for 22 cents from our entry all the way up to a high of $9.80, came down, bantered about, and what you can see here happening is the importance of the $9.58 level. Even though it bounced off that level, came down to recheck that level, went up again, came down to recheck it again. That goes to show you the power and importance of this price level to this stock. So the stock gave us the trade we were looking for, at least our minimum profit target. Now, it may not seem like a ton, but on a $9.50 stock, it's still a 2% gain in just a matter of minutes. That's a nice scalp trade, any way you want to look at it. And keep in mind, some days we get the minimum profit target, and some days we get a huge winner, just like the other day on First Solar, which we got a $6 pullback off a level given out a half an hour before the opening bell even rang. Some days we get base hits, and some days we hit doubles, triples, and home runs. In the business of trading, you build a day, which builds a week, which builds a month, which builds a year. It's a marathon. You're not going to get rich overnight, but if you can make money on a consistent basis, and you can, then you can realize the power of compounding. As time goes on, the amount of shares that you buy gets larger and larger. Therefore, the profit on each trade gets larger and larger. But you have to start somewhere. Next one we're going to look at is Briggs Stratton, BGG. Stock closed yesterday all the way up at $27.20, was getting a nice haircut at the open, and you can see what happened. The stock came down in about the first half an hour of the trading day, right into our level at $24.54, right off the email you saw a couple of minutes ago. And you see what happened. We had the bounce that was expected, making a high of $24.81, so that gave us the minimum profit target. The stock came back to check back in at the $24.54 level, never really went down much below that level, certainly well within the stop loss limitation, only went below there by a few pennies, and then also went up again, making a high of $25.04. So again, another positive trade for the morning gap trading strategy. And you can see how many times this stock wanted to test the $24.54 level. That goes to show you the power and importance of these levels, and also the power of being able to figure out and calculate where these levels are on each of these stocks. That's something that you learn how to do in the course at Lazy Gap Trader. Now, this was a short trade, TAL, Tal Education Group. What happened was the stock came too close to the level and had the type of pullback or reaction from around that level that we were looking for. And what I mean by that is, you'll see here that the stock came to within a few pennies. It had a high of $32.34. So it came within 20 cents, and then it went all the way down to a low of $31.15 for more than $1 pullback from around that level. Something that I teach in my course that's extremely important is when a stock makes an attempt at a specific price level and then has the type of reaction that we were originally looking for, and it comes back toward that level, it changes the probabilities on that trade. So what this does is effectively takes this trade off the table because it already had the price reaction we were looking for. Unfortunately, it came up short of the level and then came back, and you can see what happened. On the second time around, it went through the level, which is precisely why we only want it the first attempt only. This is something that's taught in my course and discussed in great detail. Look, folks, this is something that you can do and utilize for the remainder of your trading career. Everything you need to know is discussed and taught in the course at Lazy Gap Trader. This is a strategy you can use on a consistent and repeatable basis each and every day for the rest of your trading career. I'm David Frost, Lazy Gap Trader.